Hello, Abdogani. How are you? I hope everything is good. Anyway, this is my presentation, the final assignment for single page application React. I'm sorry I could not submit in time. I don't know if you are aware. I got a new baby, and of course, we got some complications. So everything is just getting better a little bit nowadays. I've been a little bit just stressed lately, but yeah, I will just quickly present my uh, paint calculator app. So basically, this is it. Of course, I build with React, and it's actually based also for the styling part. I use Tailwind CSS because it's really really powerful, as I mentioned before. So, anyways, so my app quickly is this, and it's also completely responsive. Like for example, I can put like of course I call it Ticulator, like Tikurila or something. So Tikul Tikurila something, I don't know. It's something like that. I don't know. So if we do like this, then maybe price per liter is 20, maybe 2, or maybe 1, or let's say 3. So now when I don't have anything, it's any calculation yet, and of course also we don't have any data here. Of course this is just from the data that I got, the space information, which I'm going to show better later. And some styling here and there, just since it's a color like a website and paint. So I choose this theme. So let's calculate and see what happened. Now we have this. This is the name of the paint, and of course the price, total price, and now we have some data here, and that is pretty much it. And of course, it's also completely responsive. You can see it's completely responsive also, and there I can even make it big again. And of course, everything is on GitHub. I put it on GitHub, and also I also deploy it using Netlify. As you can see, this is live now. It's working and everything is there. I can quickly test this one also, test paint, something like that. I put this, I put this, and I put this as then of course, there we go, and that's it. So I quickly present the application. So for the component, because I remember you were asking how many components was used. So I will go to first maybe app.js so that you can see my structure. My idea is like I have the navigation, and of course just like the navigation, then I have like of course the main body. I forgot to put some footer, just some copyright information, but I think this is good enough. And of course, as you can see, the Tailwind CSS is very powerful. Of course, it needs some configuration, but I just start here, and it's very responsive. It's also easy to put some responsiveness there. And of course, I have my form and the amount cost. So that is like one part. And I'm using grid because grid is also very powerful. And of course, the cost summary. So the form, this is the form. This is the, what did I call it? Amount cost part. Of course, this is the overall cost summary and the space information. So this space information, I use this space info JSON. And of course, we can go to space info just to see what is there. So here is using a card. As you can see, this card, just one or two card there, imported the JSON file, and of course you do some mapping and of course some key, and just give it like this normal basic looping on them. But the most important thing I want to highlight here is the power. I discovered that you can also pass a component as like a prop to another component. So this is what I like here. I'm actually like changing the span modifier. You can go inside it. It's a very simple component, but I just make it like bold, because if you see here, like the actual stuff is bold, like all this. I think this is just more on the user experience part, so you can see what is there, because I really fancy this part, not just developing the application also, but I also like that the UI is very good. So I go back here, then of course giving it some different color and all this kind of stuff. And I go back to the app.js. So I have the amount cost. I can easily also go there. We see what is there. So it's basically me checking the form information, because I use Contest API to manage my store. Because I noticed the other people, the other students, when they presented, they were like, okay, how do we pass the data down and all stuff like this. Of course, it's a very simple application. to use context for, but of course, why not just practice it? I could have just easily just bundled this together and I just use it here because I think I pretty much, but then I also need the information, I think somewhere here also, and I needed it here. So in that case, since I structure my app just like a normal production app where everything is kind of clear, the card which I was presenting, I just pass the data down depending on the amount of the background. That's why I could get different background here. I think this is the card, this is the card. So I use different background, of course, the information there. But in this case, I have like a very like, I try to make a very clean like component structure and also reusable structure. So in that case, I think context really work well. So this is my context API like store. I'm just creating this store, and of course I need a form context. I'm just making it as a provider, which I wrap around my whole app on the index, which is here. So, and of course, when I use this from the React Context API create store, then I just give it as like a prop, as a value. And after that, I could expose my form data in any other application within, in any other component within my application. So that is it pretty much. So I quickly go back to, for example, if we go to the form, sorry, if we go to the form now, yeah, I'm collecting the data. Then of course I spread it just like a basic form handling React. And of course then when they submit, I wouldn't want to like just change automatically. I think I prefer that because there's a lot of data that you want to change. I believe it's better to just make it like on submit. I would have just push it here and it still works, but I believe this is better from a user experience perspective. So of course prevent defaults, then update the form data, then just normal form handling, value and all this stuff. So nothing really special there. So again, I go back, okay, I don't need the index. So if I go back to my app.js, so I've explained form, I've explained amount cost, which I think it was here. So nothing really much here. Yeah, the span modifier that I use is there, the card. Then if I go to cost summary, it's just a simple component. Then of course I did some calculation there, but I actually use reduce in a very powerful manner where I'm returning not just the total, but of course like a like an object. Then as a result, I could just manipulate it. Then I'm also checking the situation because I'm saying no data yet here. Because if I reset the application now I don't want to just, or you just calculate it, give you like not a number. So that's why I say no data yet. If I don't have a data yet, then of course I return no data yet. Then otherwise I return the normal value, the normal results. And I think that is that pretty much. Then the last part is the space info, which I've explained earlier, just mapping through the space info JSON formats. And I think that is it. And I hope you like my application. And yeah, here we go. Tico later. So thank you for your time. And let me know in case you have any other thing to clarify. And I really hope you can upgrade my course, my Mac to 5. Hopefully, I really wish to get 5. Yeah, because I think this is the only I got like all the other assignment like full mark. I think it's because I did not complete this. I got a 3 or so. That's why I'm just really trying to complete the assignment again. I've also taken a lot of time doing it. That's why I just please if you can just revisit it and just please upgrade my mark. I will be really happy. Thank you very much and yeah, thank you. Bye.